What happened to Bitcoin this week? We've seen some wild price action in the markets, and we'll take a look at some of the possible causes on this edition of Exodus Crypto News. Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel for quick weekly recaps of what's happening in the crypto ecosystem. This was a nail-biting week in crypto as we saw Bitcoin drop below the psychological $7,000 level. Why did this happen? And where are we headed to close out the end of 2019? We'll dive in to look at some of the causes, predictions, and what's currently happening in the market right after the quick news summary. At the top of the news this week, we saw a move by exchange giant Binance, who apparently blocked transactions from an account who has a history of using a CoinJoin service to help protect their anonymity. Twitter user Quetzalcoatl reported receiving an account block notice from Binance SGD. And when questioned as to why, Binance responded by revealing they noticed transactions going to a Wasabi wallet, which has advanced Bitcoin mixing privacy features. Binance then proceeded to ask questions about the reason their customer was using the privacy wallet. Now, everyone here knows I'm not a fan of custodial solutions, and here's another example of why. Because if they're not your keys, it's not really your crypto. This leads us into the annual Proof of Keys Day on January 3rd, created by Trace Mayer. This day has been designated as a day to demand and take possession of your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency by moving it off of exchanges and into a wallet you have control over. Once moved, make a post on social media showing your solidarity to take control of your assets. I'll post a link in the description below. Speaking of control, in regulatory news this week, the EU's new regulations will be enforced starting on January 11th of 2020. This regulation, unveiled in May, is the first to define what's meant by a virtual currency according to the EU. A digital representation of value that's not issued or guaranteed by a central bank or a public authority. So what this means is that any custodial solution in Europe must provide KYC AML on all of their customers. This has forced a few smaller players in the ecosystem to shutter their doors. This includes BottlePay, which used to be a social media tipping service, SimpleCoin, and ChopCoin. Now, this comes at an interesting time because the EU is also making it easier for regulated financial institutions to sell regulated crypto. There's a longer game being played here, and much like in China and the US, it revolves around control of the crypto economy. What do you think? Please leave a comment below and let us know how this move by the EU will impact the crypto ecosystem. In the US this week, the SEC announced that it's updating the accredited investor definition to allow increased access to investments. This means that it's widening the doors to crypto just a bit to effectively identify institutional and individual investors that have the knowledge and expertise to participate in our private capital markets. This doesn't really mean anything unless you have over $1 million to invest as an individual or $5 million to invest as an institution. But it does allow a wider crack in the funnel for who gets to participate. Will this trickle down to the average retail crypto consumer? Probably not. But when that person in the future decides to jump down the rabbit hole, there will be many more opportunities for them to participate because of the increased money flowing into the crypto market, which should lead to more innovation in the future. Will it? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and remember to hit that like and subscribe on the way down. CoinDesk reported this week that the Bitcoin hash rate in China is the highest it's been in 2 years at 65%, which means there's basically a super majority in the regional centralization of mining power. We're going to pivot, and a quick look into DeFi this week reveals a large investment firm going all in with a $25 million investment into MakerDAO from Dragonfly and Paradigm, who plan to take part in the governance system of the Maker protocol. The Maker Foundation announced this investment will help promote DAI adoption in where? China and Asia. Rune Christensen, CEO of the Maker Foundation, said, DAI continues to be the stablecoin of choice in all global markets for its decentralization and overall stability. Maker holds an almost 50% dominance in the DeFi space, and this move will surely add steam to DAI and DeFi as a whole. So, what caused the volatile price action this week? We were already seeing signs of instability with the BTC market unable to break resistance when crypto from Plus token addresses was seen moving on-chain, sparking fears that a huge dump was incoming. Within about 20 minutes of Plus token moving about $105 million of ETH, the BTC market dropped over 7%. Now, this happened Wednesday night. ETH also lost traction, dropping to under $130 with a slight recovery on Thursday. Michael from Box Mining gives us a detailed report over on his channel about the effects Plus token and other scams have had on the market.
Cryptocurrency scams, and if they are the culprit behind why there's...
Stop by his channel and let him know Exodus sent you. It turns out that some of the recent downward pressure this year is directly tied to the mysterious Plus token sell-off of the almost $2 billion of BTC. And the fear is since they still have a lot left in their bags, it could eventually force the price lower. After a brief rally on Wednesday night, the BTC market climbed back over 7K and is basically sitting right below 7,200. What's happening in the rest of the market? Let's do the numbers. We're gonna actually take a look at this. In the wallet, look at the 30-day price trend. Here was the dip the other night, back down ending the day at $6,766 and making a climb ending 24-hour period, right around where we're at now. Taking a look at the portfolio, filtering by price, Bitcoin $7,188, followed by Maker at $464.02. Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum still hasn't recovered into that $130 level, but we are seeing a little bit of green. Bitcoin SV up 5. Let's take a look at the 24-hour winners here. Decentraland at the top with an almost 20% gain. Market cap $32 million and an $18.8 million 24-hour volume. Followed by Loom, double digit as well, 11%, almost 12%, $17.6 million in the market cap and a $2.92 million 24-hour volume. Followed by Ripio, RLC, VGX. I'm going to have to look into that one. I'm not actually sure what VGX is. It's up 5%. Really, really low trading volume again, $204,000. So that's number doesn't really mean a lot, but it's within the top 5 for the 24-hour winners in the wallet. Bitcoin SV up 5%. Again, obviously much greater 24-hour volume with a $1.61 billion market cap. NMR, Syndicator, AppCoins, OX, and Populous follow that into the top 10. 24-hour losers, Salt, surprise, negative 7.15%. Not much movement going on there. This one's a little more significant. Waves at almost negative 3% and $82.7 million 24-hour volume. Ontology Gas down 2%. 10x Pay Token almost down 2%. We Trust almost down 2%. Tezos, MCO, Zcash about 0.5% here, $133 million 24-hour volume. ANT, Neogas, BitTorrent rounding out the top 10. So where are we going here? Well, it's kind of an unknown. There's still a little bit of PTSD from this week, what Plus token is going to do. We see a lot of bearish signals. The halvening is coming up in about 5 months, and this is the first time that we've seen the halvening happen when more people have access to fiat on-ramps and, of course, more institutional investments. So I would stick close to the news, and as I say, it's always a good time to buy Bitcoin. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, and please make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss an episode of Exodus Crypto News. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you back in a week. Hodl on.